American Top 40.
The hits get bigger as the numbers get smaller. For Casey Kasem, I'm Charlie Van Dyke. And now we're up to Michael's latest hit. It's the title song from his amazing album, Thriller. With that album, Michael has been breaking and setting new records left and right for the past year. And this week, Thriller breaks another record. It became the regular album that spent the most weeks at number one. 32 weeks at the top. Now, when we say regular album, we're excluding motion picture soundtrack albums and original cast albums from stage plays. Now, among regular albums, the old record at 31 weeks had been shared by two LPs. One of them is the monster album by Fleetwood Mac, Rumors, which hit in 1977. The other album spent its 31 weeks at number one back in the 50s. The album was by the man who became famous singing this phrase. From the classic Banana Boat song. That's the famous phrase by the man from New York City who popularized the music of the Caribbean, Calypso, here in the USA, Harry Belafonte. Back in 1956, Harry Belafonte went to number one with his album called Calypso. And Belafonte's Calypso and Fleetwood Mac's Rumors have been the record holders. 31 weeks at number one for each album. The most weeks at number one for any regular album. That is, until now. One of the biggest albums in history is now in its 32nd week at the number one spot. Another change in the record books credited to Michael Jackson. Here he is at number 4 on American Top 40 with the title song from that record-setting album, Michael Jackson's Thriller. That's Vincent Price doing his thing on another version of Michael Jackson's hit single, Thriller.
American Top 40.
Billboard ranks them, AT40 counts them down. Well, now we're up to our AT40 Extra, and it's a song from the biggest-selling album in history. The first album ever to generate 7 top 40 hits. When this album was released in late 1982, everybody knew it'd do well. After all, it was recorded by a superstar. But no one imagined the album would spend the next few years on the chart, including 37 weeks at number one. It sold more than 35 million copies worldwide to become the biggest-selling album in the history of the record business. And it became the first album in history to generate 7 top 40 hits, which all went on to make the top 10. The songs, Human Nature, Pretty Young Thing, Wanna Be Startin' Something, The Girl Is Mine, the title song, Thriller, and 2 number ones, Billie Jean and Beat It. 7 hits from the biggest-selling album in history, Thriller, by Michael Jackson. And which of those 7 was the biggest? Here it is as an AT40 Extra. Michael Jackson's Billie Jean, a number one song from 1983 and the biggest of 7 hits to come from the album Thriller, the biggest-selling album in history. An AT40 Extra as the countdown rolls on.
The hits from